throughout 2023, it's been self. Now, the clever thing about this young man, Ash Minor, is that he decided not to go with record companies or labels and be caught up in the trap that so many people do when they appear on talent shows like he did. I'll give you a little brief bio in a minute. That he escaped that to keep producing his own music, sing on his own terms, and push himself. 10 years later, he becomes known to me through YouTube, through a recommendation, and I clicked on, and I am not going to look back for the rest of my musical reacting career on YouTube and this channel, because he will be a big part of it. I am determined other reactors look maybe at a thumbnail I've done, a special thumbnail, and are attracted and then realize, wow, this guy is so incredible, and they start promoting him. It takes one person for a chain reaction to begin, and I hope I'm that person in a cogwheel to keep his musical career moving and keep him so enthused about what he does. He really is a true find. Remember, in the music industry, everybody, and I don't want to continue waff on for too long, another 2 minutes and we'll be finished, and then we'll hear his incredible voice, and I'll give you the breakdown of the lyrics as always. But this bio justifiably deserves and warrants attention about this particular guy. I'm just so glad I came across you, Ash. I think you are seriously, seriously incredible. And I'm just bringing up my notes because there's so
Throw
many
out
notes.
your big, loud, and energy-draining heaters this winter. Get this affordable...
And of course, I'm flicking from... He is a pop singer known for his unique sound, who was a finalist in Australia on the Battle of Stardom in 2018. And he created his sound based off his own life experiences. He moved eventually to Los Angeles in 2017 to pursue his musical career further, and he previously spent time traveling between Amsterdam, London, Dubai, Sydney and Singapore. At the time of this research, he had more than 80,000 followers on his Ash Minor Music Instagram account. Now, there has been questions, is it Instagram up and running? It is. I've checked it out. His family life: he grew up in a musical family between Manchester and Brisbane. He has a dog named Toffee. I don't know if he still does. And his friends with fellow musician Jessica Jarrell, whom he also posted on Instagram, and people thought, oh, he's with this particular person. He's not. He's very much single. He's 29 years of age. That I've ascertained from his recent interview he did a year ago on YouTube. And I honestly ask you, if you want to follow through his music and his voice, click on, in the description, that particular interview to get to know more about this incredible artist of worth. Let's listen to his voice. Let's savor him. I've done the big build up. There's not much more I can do. I'm just getting my headphones ready. It's all live. And we are going to be introduced to a person that I'm calling the voice, the male voice, R&B voice of 2024. Take a listen and you'll see why.
Used to know a girl like you once I did. Looked almost the same, just more elusive. Not sure where she's gone, where she's gone. Used to love a girl who would love me right back. Shadow in the day, but she glow at night. Her silhouette's gone, it's gone. So I shine the light, hoping to see you, hoping to feel you. Make these rooms bright, hoping you'll show up. You got me fucked up, babe. You always moved in silence, yeah. So I sleep with the lights on, hoping you'll be happy when we'll touch, touch, touch. 'Cause seeing you ain't enough, no, no. Wish that I could just hold you one more time. So I sleep in the day and wait for you when I just go touch, touch, touch. Used to hold a girl who wouldn't let go. Now I walk around chasing her shadow, trying to catch the sun, being alright. Yeah, I shine the light, hoping to see you, hoping to feel you, make these moves bright, hoping you'll show up, you got me fucked up. Babe, you always moved in silence, yeah. So I sleep with the lights on, hoping you'll be happy when we'll touch, touch, touch. 'Cause seeing you ain't enough, no, no. Wish that I could just hold you one more time. So I sleep in the day and wait for you when I just go touch, touch, touch.
That, everybody, is Ash Minor with that unique R&B, incredible voice. You need to honestly go to his channel and listen to everything he has done, and you will see why I am so overly enthused about him. I think he is seriously the person to watch in 2024 if enough people jump on board and react. I don't care if I only get 10 or 20 people reacting to this particular video. It's about the artist, him. It's about those videos that's alongside Through the Blue. Check it out. You will love this guy and say, where has he been? His latest singles have no lyrics, and I found it almost impossible to try and translate from his voice to the lyrics because some words were missing, and that makes a mess of the thing. And I don't want to just have a few lyrics. I want, like this particular song, which I'm grateful for, all of the lyrics. He starts, it used to know a girl like you, once I did. Looked almost the same, just more elusive. Not sure where she's gone. Where she's gone. Used to love a girl who loved me right back. Shadow in the day, but she glow at night. His silhouette's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, I shine the light, hoping to see you, hoping to feel you. Make these runes bright. Hoping you'd show up. Got me fucked up. Girl, you always move in silence, yeah. So I sleep with the light on, hoping you'll reappear. And we'll touch, touch, touch. 'Cause seeing you ain't enough. Wish I could just hold you one more time. So I sleep in the day and wait for you at night, just to touch, touch, touch. I used to hold a girl who wouldn't let go. Now I walk around chasing her shadow, trying to catch the sun, being outrun. Yeah, I shine the light, hoping to see you, hoping to feel you, make these runes bright, hoping you'd show up. Got me fucked up. Girl, you always move in silence, yeah? So I sleep with the light on, hoping you'll reappear. And we'll touch, 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 'cause seeing you ain't enough. Wish I could just hold you one more time, so I could sleep in the day and wait for you at night, just to touch, touch, touch. The song Shadow by Ash appears to be about a person who himself, reminiscing about a past love and longing for their presence once again. The lyrics convey a sense of nostalgia and yearning for a connection that's been lost. And he does talk about that in his interview. Check the link out in the description. And he does mention that during a difficult time in Australia where they moved from England to Australia, the papers had run out. He was stuck in Brisbane. He had nowhere to go, couldn't leave the country for quite a while. And the breakup of a relationship happened as well. So a lot of things happened to this young man in his life. But he recalls knowing this girl who seemed mysterious and elusive. Looked almost the same, just more elusive, he says in the lyrics. Though they used to have a strong bond, the girl's now disappeared, leaving him uncertain about where her whereabouts are and where their relationship stands. In other words, will she come back into his life at some point? But he's not sure where she's gone. Where she's gone, he says in the lyrics. It expresses deep love and desire for this girl, especially a tendency to have her back in the life. And maybe she was the person that kept him stable when everything was falling apart, when he was looking for work and he didn't want to go to college, and he had problems with his parents at the time, and like his sister who was living in London, he wanted to go and start traveling, which he eventually did. He went to Los Angeles, as I've mentioned, all of that. But the lyrics suggest he tries in some way to bring her back into his life, because he says, yes, I shined a light, hoping to see you, hoping to feel you, make these dreams bright. But it leaves him confused and overwhelmed, because he says, hoping to show up, you got me fucked up, he says. The chorus goes into touch, 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 cause seeing you ain't enough, wish I could just hold you one more time, reveals his longing to physically and emotionally connect with the girl. Expresses a willingness to wait. Well, I don't know if I'd give that. If he was my son, I'd be saying, I think you need to move on. Or even a friend, I'd just say, look, Ash, time to move on. You need new experiences to keep the vibe going in your life, to breathe new life into your life. You know, if something's broken, I don't think it should be, you should go and be a person lingering, longing, hoping. You know, life's too short, everybody. I think you should just move on. But he physically and emotionally wants to reconnect with it. It's quite obvious in the lyrics, and expresses a willingness to wait and remain. A lot of people do that. You're not the only one, Ash, but even if it means, he says, sleeping during the day and waiting for her at night. Think about that. So I sleep in the day and wait for you at night, he says, just to touch, touch, touch. Now, the bridge of these lyrics emphasize that feeling of chasing after a memory or a fading presence, which he is, and it's meant to be, and acknowledges that they used to hold on to the girl tightly for all the wrong reasons, Ash. That was the time in your life, even in the interview, that you needed the physical, you needed that sense of purpose, and having somebody in your life where you're not lonely, you're going crazy with your thoughts, somebody to share your thoughts with, is something that gets you through a very bad stage in your life. But for the wrong reasons. And when you look back, Ash, you'll realize that. And, you know, and if I look at the lyrics now, it says, used to hold a girl who wouldn't let go, now walk around chasing a shadow, trying to catch the sun, being outrun. That's just about him pursuing that elusive shadow, almost like a figment of his imagination now. Overall, it speaks to the wistful longing for a lost love. That's all this song is about. And a desire to recapture an intimacy and connection they once shared, which I understand, but you'll have many more, and I'm sure you have, intimate moments, both male, female, whatever, in your life, Ash. You're young enough to experience, to enjoy, to learn from. And it's what I'd say to anybody, learn from your experience and move on. It portrays this vulnerability and deep emotional attachment to this girl, even if she remains distant and evasive. Ash admitted in the interview He's a very sensitive guy, and it showed in this particular song. I hope you've enjoyed your quite extensive introduction into an artist of worth, that in 2024 you'll see a lot more on my channel, but with a smaller bio, because now you've been introduced to him and people have gotten a taste of what he's about mentally, physically, vocally and emotionally. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care.